It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Of these teams, the athleticism they both have just jumps right off the page.
Listen, we're almost guaranteed multiple highlight level plays in this one. This is the kind of game where you see what incredible athletes the NBA has.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
On a dime. Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Oh, good with the triple. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now, Caruso. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
He gets it in there.
Well, I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
To the paint. Williams looking around. Back to Holmgren. 4 on the clock. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. McDaniels outside. Pass to Randall. A three-pointer, no good. Thunder off to a quick start here. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Now DiVincenzo. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of
side, SGA to the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there. You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Reed. Nothing on the board. On the wing, DiVincenzo hits the three-point bomb.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Williams. And he makes good on the way. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Right wing. Screen by McDaniel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls for him. Both free throws good from Randall.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He not. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Back to Edwards. Shoots over Dort. Edwards, no good.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
And great when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Good on the shot. 8 points for Chet Holmgren.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
There's Anthony Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you.
Haslam bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Reed misses. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Pass to Reed. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Edwards. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Leading by 5. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. McDaniels outside. Back to Edwards. SGA with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Holmgren wide open. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic. Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Randall outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes to play.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
For 3, Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
And the wide open shot from Reed. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Randall with the ball. Dort covering. Holmgren with the steal. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. A floater. Minnesota with the rebound. There's 18 seconds left in the first round. And Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
To the inside. Stolen by Reed. Here's McDaniels. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Thunder leading by just 1. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Timberwolves trail. So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Screen by Hartenstein. Here's Williams.
This is the Gobert effect defensively. Able to alter shots with that great length.
Here's Juzang. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Gobert. He's defended by Hartenstein.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Thunder trailing by 3. Ball is inside. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Uses both hands to slam it down.
DiVincenzo's got major bounce now. This kid is a big-time leaper. He can play at the rim and above it, too.
Here's Hartenstein. Good. Nice job down low. Hartenstein's got his first points in this one. Gobert, the screen. Out to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Screen by Hartenstein. Wallace. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Back to you guys.
He is a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Conley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
So coming close to 40 years of age, Mike Conley's production has slowed down. But Clark, he is still so valuable in so many ways.
And his value comes in his production, but maybe more so in the intangibles, which are really hard to measure, but they're palpable. You feel them. They make a difference. They have an impact on the team and individual young players. I mean, he's one of the best teammates and leaders in the NBA. Always plays it within himself, has great perspective and wisdom. He's just a joy to be around and a very, very good teammate and leader.
And it's Williams with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels outside. Down low. And the layup is good. Gobert's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Inside. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 6. And so they foul intentionally. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
15 seconds left to play in the third. Edwards looking it over. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their leads.
The Timberwolves, 41.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Both free throws good from SGA. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. Williams' shot is off. Now Edwards. Outside, Reed. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. And they're trailing by 6. It's stolen by Randall. McDaniels outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the paint. Outside Edwards. Misses the 3.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's the triple. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
DiVincenzo really setting the tone offensively. Fantastic stuff from him tonight.
For 3, Williams. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 9. It's Randall. Williams with the rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now.
Whoa! Big time!
Oh, the slam dunk.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Now Reed.
Nice job by Reed there, getting the defense off balance a bit and drawing the foul.
No good on the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Dort. It's stolen by Randall. Now it's Reed. And the 3 misses. And now a fast break for the Thunder. The shot is good.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Now Randall. Now Edwards. Randall outside. Picked by Randall. Shot clock at 6. And he banks the layup in.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, what a strong move. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Edwards. Picked by Randall. Puts up a three. Good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. DiVincenzo misses the three.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And good on the second, so he makes them both. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso. McDaniels fires. Knocks down the three.
For three.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
We've got the San Antonio Spurs matched up against the defending NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. Holmgren wide open. And it's off from three-point range. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And it's SGA penetrating. That one falls.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
Outside, Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. The tray. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Back to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Woo-hoo! That's the athleticism we talk about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
Barnes outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. Lets it go from deep. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's SGA. There's a screen by Williams. Takes it off the glass. SGA's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Holmgren to the paint. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
To stop the drought, and Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
You can see the ball handling ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Moves with precision, creates opportunities in pick and roll action. That's nice.
Now here's Barnes. Still scoreless. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. .03 left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. And the 3 off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Back to Fox. And just miss after miss right now. The Thunder leading by 11. Left side, SGA. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what a way way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Oklahoma City. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Back to you guys.
All-purpose. Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Inside. The kick out to Fox.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
For three, Holmgren buries it from three-point range. Holmgren's got 7.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The Thunder leading by 11. The kick out to Williams. It's Dort on the wing. Poked away to the middle. Pass to Holmgren. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Castle. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Fox. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Wow, Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
On the wing, Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Here's Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Holmgren. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Outside, SGA. line. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Markieff.
Now here's Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. The Thunder pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Wallace the screen. Outside Williams. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Fox deciding where to go with it. And here's Vassell from the arc. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thunder lead by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 6. This one for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
Off target from 3-point range. Spurs trail by 6. Right side, Fox. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Fox has got the opening bucket to start the second half for San Antonio. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assist. And it's 9 points for Chet Holmgren.
Oh, the long strides of Holmgren on display. This is why you can't give him the lane.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Gilgeous-Alexander muscles it in.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Spurs trail by 8. Here's Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. GA, you hear about 3-level score, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 7 points.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
San Antonio making a switch here. Spurs trail by 10. Master Olynyk lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot. Olynyk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. SGA surveying the defense. They set the pick. Williams with the ball, and it's Vassell picking him up. Here's Dort. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And the Thunder lead by 10.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from 3. That's a pretty looking shot right there.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
For 3, Olynyk. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The Thunder leading by 10. On the wing, Williams. Outside, Dort. Back to Williams. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And the basket by Olynyk.
Well, Olynyk, such a deft touch on the interior. Keeps the ball high. The defense has no chance.
Wallace right side. Here's the screen. Off target from outside. And here's Barnes for 3.